and should be good to go. We'll give, as usual, a little time for, Nano to show up. Tell us if audio's good, all that kind of fun stuff. Hey, there he is. Nano, let us know if audio is good to go. We'll kick us off shortly.
Yeah, please do.
As well.
Cool.
We are in a music loop here. Classic never-ending theme song that just continuously goes around and around and around. And I suppose we can get things going. Got a fun one tonight. Last episode before the first pay-per-view of Season 2. Coming up on SWA Countdown. A lot of fun stuff on that one.
Yeah, it's crazy we're already there that quickly in Season 2.
Yeah, last year's Countdown was the first time we saw the SWA World Championship defended. Warren Windham went in the cage, or in the chamber with it, rather, and came out victorious against 5 other contenders. Really the kind of statement win for Windham during his title run, defending against 5 other people. The largest title defense match we've had in SWA history.
Yeah, and one where Windham went through, I believe, 2 pods.
Yeah, Yasuke Bozeman put him through a couple. Really had it out for him that match, but wasn't able to come out on top. And it was Windham that retained. But yeah, we'll go back to Countdown. Word is there will be another chamber match. We saw earlier this week the open challenge for the tag team titles announced, and my understanding is that someone has taken up that challenge. So we'll see who will face Jamie and Noah at that pay-per-view. Also going to have the conclusion of our Path to Glory situation. We got a couple of qualifiers here tonight. But first, we've got Paragon and the Machine kicking us off here. We've talked about the Machine a bunch. He's kind of always looking to get some momentum going his way. He's picked up some wins lately, but Paragon has been on the wrong end of a lot of matches. Came into the SWA. He's the largest superstar on the roster, 400 pounds, 1-5 in singles action.
Yeah, despite being huge, just not able to get it going. That guy is literally all muscle. Like, there's no other way you can be that small and be 400 pounds, but he just, hasn't translated that sort of raw power and strength into victories in the wrestling ring. Obviously looking to change that here, but the Machine, despite his sort of middling record, not an easy defeat for anybody. He's often got just as much of a chance to win the match as anybody else. And, he's been a bit unlucky, I think. Whereas Paragon, it seems like there's a missing piece. I don't know. Got to make a change.
There's a sort of similar arc for, the start, at least, of both of these two's career. The Machine sort of had a lot of hype coming in. One of the largest on the roster. He's the tallest on the roster, in fact. And really just couldn't get anything going. He's since, got a little bit more steam, picked up some wins, if you're a Paragon fan, you're hoping that's the case for him because he has also started pretty poorly, and he starts this match off pretty poorly, getting sent over the top by the Machine to the outside.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's about the worst start you could have, although right back on top with the Dragon Screw leg takedown to bring the Machine onto the mats on the outside.
Oh.
But
Might
I think
have
he
got
just
piece
took
of
a
the steel
faceful.
steps.
Yeah, it sounded like it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how he's not bleeding already, but uh-oh.
Machine sent over the barricade. Are these two going to get this match back inside? Or are we going to get counted out as they duke it out on the outside? Back over the barricade goes Paragon.
Yeah, Machine showing that strike, proficiency there. He had to turn the match around quickly in a very literal sense, and he did so in a hurry.
And awareness, too. Sensing the ref's count and rushing back to the ring to make sure this one doesn't end via countout.
Yeah, Paragon looking to, maybe steal a win here. Maybe, like I said, he needs to make a change. I think he's thinking a win's a win, so if it comes by countout, who cares? Machine not having any of it, though. And a big shoulder tackle, too. I mean, not a lot of guys who can shoulder tackle the Machine.
Oh.
And indeed cannot return the favor on the 400-pound Paragon.
My goodness, Paragon stopped that right in its tracks. The immovable object there.
And a short arm clothesline for good measure.
Might be building a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, he's using his striking well. Oh, hangs the Machine on that top rope. He's throwing the overhand punches. It's an MMA technique that some have used to great success, and a headbutt to boot.
Just a nice combination there, but the Machine fighting back. You can already see Machine's head red and welts popping up from those punches he's taken. He's usually the one you're worried about taking a punch from, but Paragon's been laying them in here tonight.
Indeed, although, tasting the boot of the Machine right now.
Now going for a cover. Gets a 1 count. Paragon kicks out.
A nice judo toss there. And feeling himself tonight, Paragon. A really, really strong start to this match. Looking to maybe be on top here. He's got to, keep his head on a swivel. But I think, at this point, it looks like it's his match to lose.
He gets a 1 count on the cover there. Would be a big win for Paragon, who sits all the way down at 35th in our power rankings. The Machine 11 spots higher. Oh!
And a running DDT from the Machine.
Paragon is right back to his feet. Oh, big punch, though. Takes down Paragon. Caught a couple of strong rights there.
Really digging in and hurting the man. What's Machine thinking here? Going to the ropes, into the corner, and all of that weight into the midsection of Paragon.
Machine really showing a little bit more varied of an arsenal here. Usually it's a lot of the right hand, and we've seen a fair amount of that, but getting a little bit of variety as he catches a shot in the corner.
If anything, I think we've seen a lot more of Paragon's right hand. Machine drops Paragon yet again with a clothesline. And there's that discus punch taking him down.
Just rolled him up there and gets him right back to his feet, however, and again going to work in the corner. Corner's actually been a little bit effective for both sides with the Machine.
Loads up that fist. There it is.
That's the right takedown he is looking for. Cocked it up and put him down, and Paragon is up and kicks out immediately.
Not even a 1 count for the Machine takedown. That's got to hurt.
Ref couldn't even get there for the count. I thought he was out, and by sheer force of will, Paragon is right back to his feet.
Yeah, Paragon really looking to take this chance here. The momentum shifted his direction very quickly, and he's gonna grind it out. It looks like gonna wear down the Machine. This is a choice. I maybe would have turned on the attack, maybe try to put some pressure, get the pace going, but instead, Paragon gonna slow it down here, try to wear down the machine.
Maybe necessary, he did get out of that punch, but after taking it, he might have needed the moment to catch his breath here and collect himself a bit. Now trying to get things, perhaps get the pace picked up a little bit. Oh, cannonball in the corner.
Yeah, cannonball senton there. But machine right back up to return fire, and these guys are going at it.
Catches the boot to the midsection, takes the machine down to a knee there.
Gonna fling him back in.
Paragon using the top rope pretty effectively here in his arsenal. Using it there to sling the machine back into the ring. And
creative offense.
Oh!
And a pop-up power bomb from Paragon.
Sent him off the ropes and uses the momentum to put him away.
Pop-up power bomb, 1, 2, 3, say goodnight, machine. My goodness. What a recovery, what a bounce back from Paragon.
It really started that match off pretty hot. Machine started to get things going. Hit that machine takedown, and it really turned on its head when Paragon just popped right back up. And then the pop-up power bomb puts away the machine. Paragon gets his second singles victory, and a tough loss for the machine here to an opponent much lower down the power rankings than he is.
Yeah, I think at least currently for Paragon, that's a really sort of signature win. Tough loss for Machine, though. He's got to be evaluating himself. What's going wrong? What's his tag team not doing so hot? Yeah, another singles loss. Maybe it's all related. Maybe he's having morale issues. I don't know. But he's got to do. It's the hard work of looking in the mirror and figuring out what's missing.
Well, a classic Machine performance. The Machine takedown has really been hit or miss, sometimes literally. And tonight, it doesn't end the match the way you might expect it to, and instead, it's Paragon with the power bomb that really swung the tide, following that cannonball senton, and a big win for Paragon here tonight. Gets himself an important step in the right direction, and hopefully some momentum behind his career as a whole, as it's been a tough start for the big guy.
Indeed. Speaking of starts here, maybe this is stretching it a bit, but I think you can still consider Songgrace and Eddie Vortex to be sort of in the start of their tag career, and they're an interesting pair so far. I don't know if I believe in them just yet, but I think they've got a lot of potential to bring to this tag division that, as we've established, is very wide open beyond the Quins.
Yeah, they made their debut a couple of weeks ago. They faced off with the Beast and the Boulder after Songgrace dropped the handicap match to them at Two Night Stand. And, Songgrace recruited Vortex to help him take down those two. And it didn't pay off. Bueva and the Boulder came away with a victory. And this is the second time we'll see them here against Merciless Mason Jones and Deuce Bennett. See if they can get themselves a win and improve from their 0-1 start.
And coming to the ring now, Mason Ripped Up Pants Jones, Merciless Torn Pants.
And for DB and Jones here, not the best showing so far. They're also defeated 0-2 in tag action. Looking to get their first win here tonight and do it against the Barefoot Buddies. Not the strongest individual runs from both of them. Both started off pretty okay and then have fallen off quite a bit. Jones sits at 2-5 after winning his debut and starting with a little bit of momentum. Deuce Bennett 1-3 in singles action. very similar story. Started off with a win, and it's been downhill since then. But we'll see what they can do in tag action here tonight against the Barefoot Buddies, Sangres and Vortex. For the Beast and the Boulder, who took down Barefoot Buddies in their debut, last week we saw them dispelled by Dirty Deeds, Yamaguchi and DDT looking like a well-oiled machine, taking their second win in as many matches. And we saw the champ being on the team not work, perhaps, for Fuerza Mayor. Looking pretty good for Dirty Deeds so far.
Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned how Beast and Boulder took down Barefoot Buddies, but then Beast and Boulder fall to Dirty Deeds. This tag division is just fascinating. We've obviously had the Quins, who've been dominant champions and continue to be undefeated. And then we have a bunch of teams that are good. They're talented guys. But they all seem to hover around 500-ish, and nobody can really stand out from the pack. It's been really interesting to see how even everything's been. There's sort of a balance to every other team. It's a very strange phenomenon in the tag division. I'm waiting for some team to kind of really rise to the top to challenge for the titles.
Yeah, and we could be seeing that, working towards that. Dirty Deeds has started off 2-0. New Era, the team of the Ace and Yasuke Bozeman has started off 2-0, but yeah, the rest of the division has been pretty tough. We've seen Bedeau and FTS get 2 wins in a row. They're at 2-1. But, some of the teams we maybe expected to be top contenders early on have fallen off a bit. And it continues to be wide open. And that's why we saw, management say, hey, it's an open challenge for the titles at the pay-per-view. And the Quins, who can blame them? They've been unstoppable, totally game for that and willing to take that challenge head on. And we'll see that next week at Countdown, as they have unannounced challengers who have accepted that call.
Yeah, but in the meantime, this is a couple of tag teams right here who are looking to maybe get another win, get in that conversation. And early on, it's been a lot of Sangres, but Mason Jones here looking to tag in his partner, Oily McGee. Deuce Bennett. Oh, and a drop kick off the top rope.
Yeah, some athleticism from Bennett here, but he catches a foot for his efforts as Sangres gets back to his feet.
Big neck breaker there by Sangres, and he might be looking to tag his partner. Yep, sure enough. Bringing in Eddie.
Comes Eddie Vortex going up against Deuce. And
a Falcon Arrow. Man, Bennett, right in his partner's face, too.
Yeah, Bennett not at all impressed with the change there and going to work on Eddie Vortex.
Smart work here, cutting the ring in half, keeping your partner involved and making sure that your team always has the fresh man. All stuff we talk about, important keys to tag team wrestling. And you can see both teams looking to really take advantage of the ring geometry, but you got to be wise about it and pick your spots.
Nice job there from Jones to catch that punch and deliver one of his own, but a nice counter from Vortex. We've seen early on in this match, the tags haven't necessarily benefited the teams making the tags.
Yeah, I think maybe predictable tags. The opponent sees the tag made and is able to and face first into the mats on the outside.
Strong Eddie Vortex impact of the really there.
Really getting fired up here.
Oh,
and a
super kick. Vortex is coming to his own outside of the ring here, but Jones now counters back to his feet as well.
Oh, and a stretch here.
Ooh.
Oh, and a slam on the face.
Really utilizing the hard mat on the outside. There is some padding there, but it's nothing like what's on the inside of the ring. And look at the combination of strikes from Eddie Vortex.
Eddie Vortex really looking here like a house of fire, but
Oh,
Mason Jones gets the tag and Deuce Bennett ready to go.
and Vortex was not at all ready for it. Taking a beating now from Deuce Bennett. Ooh.
A leaping Hurricane Rana as he brings Bennett to the mat. Eddie Vortex really showing off that Olympic-level athleticism from the gymnast. And again, a nice stretch. And here comes the slam to follow it up.
Now working on the left arm here, Bennett. Oh, twisted around and slams it into the mat.
Putting him in the middle. What's he thinking here?
Repositioning a bit, and Vortex is way the hell away.
That's a long way. That is a long way.
Well, and he thinks
he changes his
better
mind.
of it. Probably a good idea. He was in another area code over there.
Yeah, that was, he's an athletic guy, and we've seen some incredible leaping ability from him.
Just whiffs there.
Speaking of leaping ability, swing and a miss. But yeah, that crossbody would have also been a swing and a miss. And he gets him onto the second rope.
Jones just checks the ref, but it doesn't matter. Hits that clean, the pummel horse.
And a big splash to follow it up. Looking for the pin here.
Going for the pin on Bennett. Oh, Bennett's out at 2. Shoulder up. Nice kick out from Deuce Bennett.
Great work by Eddie keeping the pressure on here, but Bennett able to kick out. Got to see what else he's got in his bag of tricks if Eddie Vortex wants to win this match.
Deuce Bennett might have been going for a low blow there.
It looked like
Vortex, kind of caught it and put an end to that.
He said he wanted to win this clean. That's the kind of guy he is. So he's not about that low blow stuff.
And we've seen Bennett pull that off before. Did that against New Era, and
indeed
might have been looking to sneak one in. Ref was kind of paying attention to Songgrace over there. Eddie Vortex been in a long time.
He sure has, and so is Deuce Bennett. He's taking a lot of beating here. We got a Texas Cloverleaf. Shouts to the man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko. And he's really stretching that lower back, putting a lot of pressure. But Bennett looking to get out here. Maybe get up, make a tag as he's limping.
Ooh.
And a deep 6, I think that was. A little spinning kind of attack there. Bennett does not look to tag, but instead wants to get in some offense of his own as Vortex rolls out of the ring.
Wisely gets the hell out of Dodge there. I think Bennett was setting up something big. Probably a good decision by Vortex. Might be a good decision for him to get Songgrace back in here.
Yeah, you notice Mason Jones is now tagged in because Bennett has been in there for a while and needs a breather. Songgrace is going to be thinking the same. Eddie Vortex is also needing of a breather. But Eddie's got to make that tag. He's got to get back in the ring.
Instead, Vortex looking to employ some offense, but a nice counter by Jones. And they might end up regretting not going for a tag here, but Vortex getting some kicks in.
And there he gets the tag.
The tag there. Oh!
And a double super kick.
Both of them got all of that, bare feet and all.
Songgrace looking to do some good lucha things here.
Drives the knee into the left arm of Mason Jones. Deadly knees from Songgrace.
And a standing Spanish fly. What athleticism on display.
Drops him down. He's going to use those legs now to just
C kicks.
Chop Mason Jones down.
Oh, see! And he probably took a tooth out with that, I think.
And yet, Jones fighting back a little bit here. Little double leg takedown. Songgrace with a counter of his own. And a nice kick to drop merciless Mason Jones back down.
And again with that neck breaker, ducks underneath. Songgrace is really quick. You gotta Got to pay attention because he's very fast and uses that to his advantage a lot. Jones here with some strikes. Blue Thunder Bomb from Mason Jones.
Sangres is in a bad way.
Yeah.
Slow to get to his feet. Oh, and he's folded in half, lawn chaired by Mason Jones on that clothesline.
And that's going to do it for
Mason
Sangres.
Jones puts away Sangres. Got every bit of that discus clothesline. And the Barefoot Buddies dropped to 0-2. Big win
what a
for
disaster.
Mason Jones and Deuce Bennett.
What a disaster for Barefoot Buddies. It looked like it was theirs. Eddie Vortex had a fantastic performance. Really looked like he had beaten Deuce Bennett. But Bennett able to kick out, and, you know, they just couldn't get it done, ultimately.
Here are your winners, Mason Jones and Bennett.
Solid win for Jones and Bennett. Not sure what that means for the future of Barefoot Buddies. It is a tough start to their career. 0-2 now. Dropping to Jones and Bennett and the Beast and the Boulder. Next up on the card, we've got a Path to Glory match, a qualifier. One of these two will go to battle for the Path to Glory briefcase at SWA Countdown next week. It'll either be Gonzo McLovin or Starman. That one's coming up next.
Making his way to the ring.
And Gonzo McLovin here,
At 200.
recently of a tag team called Love Machine. Not sure if that's still the case. It's tough to say. Obviously, some tension between him and Machine. But here competing as a singles wrestler tonight, which he's obviously done before, but had maybe sort of shifted to tag competition. What do you think that factors in here? Has he maybe sort of forgotten how to compete without a partner, or is this just run of the mill stuff for him?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We have seen more of McLovin in the tag division, like you said, but that hasn't really gone well for Love Machine. And, whether or not there's a little bit of a singles ring rust here or not, I think McLovin's focus is going to have to be in singles action. So he's going to have to work through that quickly, and a big opportunity tonight with a win is going to feature in the Path to Glory match of the pay-per-view. Can really slingshot himself from lower down the power rankings all the way up to the top with a win tonight and a win next week.
Yeah, that's really true of anybody in the Path to Glory situation. Obviously, a lot of these guys are kind of in the they're in the middle of the pack, and like you said, a win to get into the match and then winning the match. Suddenly, you're threatening for the title at any time, and it happens so quickly. So it's a real opportunity for all of these guys, and I think we've kind of looked at why a dude like Gonzo McLovin could use that opportunity. What do you think about Starman here?
He won his debut against Paragon a couple of weeks back. That's really all we've seen of him, and a bit of a mystery, you could say. Utilized pretty effectively a kind of mostly aerial offense last time we saw him, and it was Paragon who at the time was looking a little more rough with a win tonight. that win looks a little bit better for Starman as well. And I think he's got a tougher opponent here tonight in Gonzo McLovin. We'll see what he's really made of.
Yeah, he definitely is. Sort of an unknown still. Obviously, he's a mysterious-looking fella or alien or robot or whatever he is. I think, it's tough to say what to make of his resume just yet. Like you said, that Paragon match looks a little different now after Paragon gets a win over the Machine earlier tonight. But Gonzo McLovin, no slouch himself. Been around for a bit and is a competent wrestler, so can't count him out.
And he's going for a cover here. Doesn't going to count. McLovin kind of reinvented himself in the back half of last season, and he's been better since then. Still not, shooting up the rankings like he might hope, but big opportunity to do so here if he stops eating the boot of Starman there, and does so indeed, gets out of the way of the next one. For a cover here. Repositioned center of the ring. Doesn't even really get a count there. Got to take more than that to put down Gonzo.
Yeah, Gonzo, very big, very strong, tough guy. And smart move here going to headlock situation. Kind of wear him down. Squeeze the air out of his lungs. Make him real tired. Having to fight just to breathe. It's a good way to wear down your opponent and make this a little easier for you the longer the match goes on. Beautiful textbook Hurricane Rana there. And now Starman looking like he's feeling himself a little bit.
Trying to get something going, but McLovin with a nice counter and a takedown. Trying to swing things back his way. Starman rolls to the outside, trying to collect himself here.
McLovin makes chase, though, and they're right back into it with each other on the outside here. And a big German suplex, and now McLovin stopping to talk to the crowd, tell everybody how he's feeling tonight. A couple of strong strikes and snapmare takedown.
Drives the point of the elbow into the top of the head of McLovin. And now Starman looking to take flight here.
There's a Starman waiting in the sky, as they say. And he gets the knee right on the chest and throat area of Gonzo McLovin. And again, drives the arm. Clothesline in the corner. Really working on the throat area. A running knee, too. And just repeatedly laying out Gonzo McLovin here. Wondering if he's going to go for a pin. Instead, some kind of submission it looks like here.
Wrapping up. Got the right arm and wrenching on it with the left arm pinned behind. But McLovin able to roll out of it. Nice,
sort of a hammerlock with his legs. That was impressive there.
Oh.
And an inside-out suplex by Gonzo McLovin, dropping Starman on his face. Fireman's carry going over to the ropes and hangs him up. Starman right back to his feet, though, and McLovin looking to join him here.
Nice little back and forth action there. Starman gets out of the hold, but not able to capitalize.
Fireman's carry into an Impaler DDT.
What a reversal from Starman.
Impaler, I hardly know her. And into the corner he goes. Starman looking to go up top here with a tornado DDT to follow it up.
Looking for the cover, and he almost gets it. 2 count.
2.9 maybe. My goodness, I really thought that was 3.
Back up top, and McLovin crawling slowly to the ropes. Starman jumps down to take care of that.
Nice little drop toe hold here. But an arm drag. You know, Starman, a bit of a luchador. I've been impressed with his acrobatic skills. McLovin here not happy. Trying to draw some blood with the fist to the face.
Now going for the cover. He gets a 2 count. Starman kicks out. Now it's McLovin who rolls to the outside to compose himself a bit. Staggers to his feet and gets back.
Starman taunting him. And again, in the corner, these two, you know, like, neither seems particularly worried about winning, you know, getting a pin. It's been a bit. They just want to beat each other up.
Now Starman up on the corner.
Breathing deeply here. What's he thinking?
Careful of the ropes.
Oh, my. A Hurricane Rana, but out of a front flip.
Dragon Rana from Starman gets himself the win and puts himself on the path to glory. Big win for him. Gets the 1, 2, 3 off the top ropes.
Incredible athleticism on display from Starman, especially there at the end, but also throughout. Great work, and this mysterious man, well on his way to becoming something of a sensation here in the SWA.
Off to a quick start, 2-0, and in the path to glory at Countdown. Big chance to really become a household name here almost overnight in the SWA.
Yeah, really incredible work. And meanwhile, on the other side, Gonzo McLovin had a great match, honestly. Looked like he was, you know, sort of always had a chance to win. Was not really ever out of the competition, I guess, but ultimately can't get it done. And now his tag team's falling apart. His singles luck is not great. It's a tough time for Gonzo McLovin and the Machine both.
The superstar.
Yeah, in separate matches, they both pick up losses tonight. You know, I'm not sure if there's a reunion in their future after some of the odd happenings of their tag pairing, but they both need a shot in the arm in some way, and I don't know if it's together or separate. Not a good look for either one heading into our pay-per-view next week. We'll see what happens with both Gonzo McLovin and the Machine, and we'll see more of Starman next week at SWA Countdown in that Path to Glory match, and one of his competitors will be decided in our next match between the sharpshooter Corey Quinn and the Lion King Nathan Bogard.
And a couple of interesting competitors here. Corey Quinn, as we've talked about in the past, you know, obviously one of the Quinn brothers, though himself not a regular defender of the tag titles. Corey's been more of a singles guy out of the Quinns. Had a great run in the tournament. Looked to be a really strong competitor. Then kind of fell off just a bit, not too much, but, you know, kind of came back down to earth a bit. And he's been, you know, a solid competitor for a little while now. Bogard, meanwhile, has been a hot start, I guess you could say. Debuted at Two Night Stand and really impressed everyone in both nights of Two Night Stand.
Yeah, I think for, you know, Quinn, 5-7 since at 21st in the power rankings. Path to Glory really a chance to sort of turn things in his favor. He's been stuck kind of right in the middle for most of his career in the SWA. For Bogard, he is the perhaps the most hyped 0-1 record wrestler we could have. As you said, debuted at Two Night Stand, had a great showing night one, and then came out in a submission triple threat match and went toe-to-toe with the Fed, Daniel Drake Thomas, 5-5 in a 20-minute Iron Man submission match. Those two settled that score a couple weeks back. DDT ended up coming away victorious. That's Bogard's only single in this match. But he has impressed the SWA faithful for sure, and he could carry that a little bit further with a big win tonight.
Yeah, he's got a lot of promise. I think, you hear people talk about quality losses in things like college football. I think his loss was about as quality as you can get. And it's I don't know. I think we got some big things to come from Nathan Bogard. I think he's been very impressive so far. I think we see a lot of promise in him.
He's a solid mix of well, I'd say mix. Both things coming from a source of power, but he has the strength to just flatten you, and then the sort of technical prowess to make you tap out, as we saw in that submission match. Though his submissions are utilizing a lot of that strength, that size. 6'1", 265. He's a stout heavyweight, and he's got a good opponent here tonight in Corey Quinn. See if Bogard can get his first win on the way to the Path to Glory match at Countdown, or if Corey Quinn can start to make a little bit better of a name for himself inside that Quinn family that has been known predominantly for Jamie and Noah's tag team dominance.
All right, this is a big match here. The Path to Glory match is starting to shape up, and find out one more competitor here is Bogard starts off with a big shoulder tackle, really using that size advantage.
Yeah, the strength on display there, but Corey Quinn getting things going back his direction. Nice float over DDT, takes down Bogard.
And I say size advantage. I realize that sounds silly because they're about the same height. I think Bogard is a little heavier, certainly at least a little more concentrated.
Ooh,
muscle
roll
mass.
up from Corey Quinn.
A quick roll up, catching him off guard here.
Gets a 2 count. The Lion King kicks out, almost put him away.
Almost
ref even
did.
Surprised by that one.
Yeah, the ref caught unawares.
Yeah, Bogard has a 50-pound advantage. He's given up 2 inches to Corey Quinn, so height going one way, weight going the other.
And you can see it in their builds. Bogard is just like a mountain of muscle. Quinn a little more lean build, which is great. He's a good athlete as well. But Bogard, yeah, like you said, he's just power is kind of the name of the game as he throws Quinn around here.
Now he's looking for a cover of his own. Going to get a 1 count. Corey Quinn kicks out easily.
Not enough. That's not enough. You got to do more than that.
Ooh, Quinn ducks the right, delivers one of his own. Staggers Bogard. But it's the Lion King who stays on his feet and takes the best of that exchange.
Yeah, Quinn looking a little turned around there. Maybe he got bonked on the head. Got, seen double vision or something. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Now wrenching on the neck of Corey Quinn, applying pressure to the lower back. We've seen him rack up some submissions.
Yeah, that's
in that Iron Man match.
That Steiner recliner is no joke, but Quinn gets out pretty quickly in a nice little basement kick there. Gets him into the corner, and now maybe going over the top for a little guillotine action.
Ooh.
On the back of the head.
Off the apron, and Corey Quinn going up to the top rope here.
High Rent District.
Oh.
And a Phoenix Splash. Oh, my goodness.
Some athleticism we haven't really seen from Corey Quinn before.
And check that. That might have been a corkscrew senton. I don't know. He was spinning a lot in the air. But a nice little power bomb out of the turnbuckle by Bogard there as he's back on top very quickly.
And just as quickly he's back down to the mat after catching that right boot from Corey Quinn. A little back and forth. Continuing in this one.
Quinn looking to have the momentum here early on, as he goes for the pin and only gets a 1 count. Bogard has gotten his offense in a bit, but Quinn seems to be controlling things. Quinn is kind of dictating the pace and the level of aggression. Bogard's having to kind of respond here. He's the response half of this, and he needs to turn that around.
Oh.
And a nice flapjack, getting some major height on that, too.
Just tosses Corey Quinn to the rafters on that one. Quinn back to his feet. Nice takedown from him. He
Didn't
may be
miss
going
that
back
leaping
up top.
clothesline. Yeah, he's got a look in his eye. What's he thinking here?
Worked well for him last time. Will it again? Yes, it does.
Nice big frog splash. 5-star, you might say.
And looking for the cover. 1, 2, and Bogard's out at 2. Nice kick out from Bogard, but some great offense from Corey Quinn so far.
Yeah, Bogard's showing a lot of resilience here, but he's going to need to get his offense in if he wants to win this match. We hyped him up a little bit before the match, and we may have cursed him.
Corey Quinn really needs to get things going his way, and like we said, a win here tonight would do that quite nicely, and he is putting it all on the line to do so.
And a swanton bomb to top it off. Corey Quinn going to the high rent district like I don't think we've ever seen. This degree of his offense coming from up top. What's he thinking here?
Oh, the
butterfly face buster.
Yep. Got every bit of it, and that could be it for Nathan Bogard. 1, 2, and 3 for Corey Quinn.
What a decisive win by Corey Quinn. My goodness. Once he got control there, he never really let up. Went to the top again and again. And impressive work. He left no doubt in anyone's mind about who belonged in the Path to Glory match.
Yeah, Corey Quinn, decisive victory. Puts away the Lion King here tonight. We'll go to the Path to Glory match. And, we'll have certainly his brothers cheering him on there. At least 3 of the Quinn brothers will be in action at SWA Countdown. We're back, though, with more tag team action as we see Benjamin Goldenberg and Savea team up. First time we've seen those two work together. They'll go up against Deadfire, and specifically the pairing of Diego Mercer and the Crow, Eric Draven.
And coming out first, the team of Savea and Goldenberg. Another, sort of semi-random pairing of a couple of singles guys who are looking to find some success in the tag division, which weirdly seems to be the ticket these days. It seems like all of the sort of established teams are the ones that can't seem to get wins.
Yeah, I mean, some of these pairings definitely like trying to catch fire with just make a name for yourself in the tag division, which has been wide open. We've seen Benjamin Goldenberg work with Calvin Abueva before in a match that they lost. We've actually seen Savea work with the Boulder 1-1 as a pairing. Those two picked up a win. So Savea's got a little bit of tag team action. He's got a win under his belt working with Tupuola. See what he can do here tonight with Benjamin Goldenberg, who sits at 4-5 in singles, hasn't got a tag win. We haven't seen much of Goldenberg in a while, and we'll see what he's got here tonight working with Savea, who's 4-7 in singles action.
And I'm going to make a quick grocery run while Goldenberg takes his time coming to the ring. So if anybody needs anything, let me know. You've got about 20 minutes.
Really likes to milk it quite a bit here. Classic Benjamin Goldenberg. And entering separate, we've seen that work for teams. We've seen it be kind of a bad sign. the data we've shown, and this has been the case for most of the tag division, is that just about everything you try works about half of the time, unless you're Jamie and Noah Quinn. So interesting, to see the differences here. We expect Deadfire, as usual, to kind of enter together. These two enter separate. What does that mean for their teamwork? Probably nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. I think maybe more than anything, entering separately is an indicator of, a sort of nascent tag team. They're not yet established really as a team so much as two guys who have joined forces for maybe just this one match, maybe more. We'll see. It's that sort of attitude. Couple guys looking to team up, and like you said, they see an opportunity here in the tag division. They think maybe if we have something, we can make a run. But they're not so sure yet, and so maybe if things work out for them, they'll see a proper entrance and maybe some real sort of coordinated tandem offense, stuff like that, real teamwork kind of things. But got to see if the magic is there tonight against an established team in Deadfire.
Deadfire have worked the most matches in the tag division outside of Jamie and Noah. Actually, have worked more matches than Jamie and Noah, who are 7-0 in the tag division. The Quinn brothers as a whole, 10-1, but we haven't really seen the Corey and Matthew pairing in quite some time, really since the tag titles were won. 4-5 for Deadfire, so a chance to get back to 500 here tonight. Improve to 5-5. The pairing of Draven and Mercer is one that we haven't seen a ton of due to Draven's kind of surprise singles run in the back half of last season, where he went on a winning streak and ended up with a title opportunity against Tomio Yamaguchi at Two Night Stand after winning our Golden Trial tournament. So Draven has had his hands full in the singles division, now getting to work with Diego Mercer here tonight.
Yeah, he's not really been absent per se, but hasn't been quite as active in the tag division. I think he's probably excited to get back to it. Draven, you can tell, is a guy who loves tag wrestling and a guy who loves working with his team. All three of their members have this weird ability to bounce back from what seems like it should be their final moments in a match. They're unkillable. It's right there in the name in Deadfire. So I think he's probably excited to get to, leverage that team spirit again, really feed off of Diego Mercer, his partner, who is similarly indomitable.
Yeah, the Phoenix and the Crow both have shown quite a bit of resiliency, been decent in the tag division, and probably even better in singles action. 8-4 for Draven. He sits 6th in our power rankings, even with the title loss. For Diego Mercer, 3-2. He's inside the top 20. Not a lot of singles action, but what we've seen out of him has been pretty impressive. Usually, he's never been put away easily, and we wouldn't expect Deadfire to be put away easily here tonight. But Goldenberg and Savea, we don't know what to expect out of them. Could be a match made in heaven, or could be a lot of problems for those two here tonight.
And after 6 years of entrances, here we are, finally ready to start this match. And Savea also ready to start the match.
Yeah, ready to go. Big stomp levels the Phoenix and then gives him a handful of punches. Savea, the quickest to the ring as we talk about the entrances here. His teammate, not so much, and Deadfire, not so much. Savea may have just been impatient.
Yeah, I think maybe he's just itching to go here. He looks like he's ready, and a standing shooting star press from Diego Mercer as he gets booed by the crowd pretty heavily here. Sounds like Savea also has the crowd on their side, or maybe they're just resentful of all these long-ass entrances.
Could be the case. Now Savea trying to get things going with the Irish whip of Mercer, but Mercer getting out of that hold.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for maybe a belly-to-belly suplex there. Mercer fights out of it. And looking to get control here again.
Lots of back and forth between these two already. Nothing doing in the corner. Savea kind of shoves Draven off the apron and then sends Mercer to his corner. He's going to fight out from over there.
Corner to corner we go, and a nice spear, a back handspring, and another spear. Mercer now maybe looking to go over the top with a guillotine leg drop on the back of the head.
Does it with style, too, going over the top of Eric Draven. Gets a 1 count as Savea, crawling to Goldenberg, rolls out of the way of the kick, and then delivers the running knee to Diego Mercer.
I think he got all of that one. Mercer looked like he stopped in his tracks. And a leaping Hurricane Rana just drops Savea right where he was standing.
And again, using the speed in the corner, nowhere for Savea to go.
Trying to press that
right to the gut.
Trying to press that boot in, but gets caught out, and now Mercer face first on the canvas. What's Savea thinking here? As Draven gets in to distract the ref, but Savea going for the cradle lift Samoan drop.
Oh, and gets all of it.
Has he done enough to take him out?
Looking to put away Mercer, but Draven breaks it up.
That's good tag work. That's a team right there. You saw Goldenberg get in, but he was a little late to the party. Had a long way to go to get to Draven to interrupt. So you got to be aware of that kind of stuff when you're the tag man who's on the apron.
Late to the breakup, but he does do some damage to Eric Draven. And Mercer kind of all on his own out there once more with Draven no longer on the apron. Goldenberg available for Savea. And they make the tag. Benjamin Goldenberg, the live man now. Double back body drop. Sends Mercer flying down to the mat. Oh, and that missile drop kick.
The pop-up, too.
Drop kick. That's been effective for Mercer in the past. Got it clean on Goldenberg there.
Oh, heard that one. My
Nicely
goodness.
Done over the top for Mercer, and now he's going up to the top rope.
What's he thinking here?
Oh,
that big splash. All of his body weight down on Benjamin Goldenberg, and now looking to make a tag.
Got all of it, feeling it a little bit. Not as much as Goldenberg, but maybe wisely goes and makes a tag. Eric Draven, the Crow, now the live man.
Misses an enziguri right off the bat, our golden trial winner.
Ooh, catches a boot from Goldenberg.
And, I kind of understand the strategy of, maybe Mercer had been out there for a bit, taking a beating. Also had doled one out, though, so, why not go for a pin before that tag? That's a strange choice to me.
Yeah, could we see regret that decision. Now he's hung up in the corner.
In the tree of woe, as Goldenberg presses the boot into the neck area. And Draven twisting that arm around, looking to get some control here. Maybe attempting a shoulder tackle there, but that's not going to work. And another boot from Goldenberg.
Using that effectively, and he tags in Savea. Some good work for these two here tonight in their first pairing.
Yeah, I think effective teamwork. They don't seem to.
Oh, what a counter by Draven.
And a little tilt-a-whirl arm drag situation there.
Landed on his feet on the attempt from Savea there, and some back and forth here. Draven countering everything, and Savea doing some of the same.
Oh, man, and really, dropping the hammer with that strike. Savea here worked up, but looking at Diego Mercer, interestingly, got distracted there for a minute, kind of lost himself.
Was
that the black leather mask?
Got it clean. And Goldenberg breaks it up.
Strangely, Mercer nowhere to be found on that pin attempt. The black leather mask came out of nowhere
Mercer
I
pulled
think
the distraction. It gave Draven the chance for it, but yeah, then nowhere to help as Goldenberg interrupts the pin attempt.
that's unfortunate. Real element of surprise there for Deadfire. That could have been it, but as it stands, SWA is back on top.
Just slamming the head of the Crow into the mat there now. Gonna wrench on Draven here.
That Steiner recliner. Oh, that is not fun to be in. Really pulling on your back and your shoulders and your neck. Draven here getting something going.
Nice clothesline from Draven.
Inverted atomic drop. And a little something extra.
Oh. And how about one more? Flattens SWA there. And a spear from Draven.
Draven is feeling himself tonight. Got to see if this pin will be enough. I think he knows he needs more.
And how about a second helping of the black leather mass? Going for the cover. Has he done enough? Goldenberg's on the way, and he breaks it up.
Mercer couldn't get there in time. That's a shame. And again, Draven going for the Statue of Liberty style drop kick, just catching Goldenberg completely off guard after he breaks up a pin attempt. But neither time is he connected.
Benjamin Goldenberg playing savior here tonight. Has likely kept his team in it twice here, and the ref taken out on the Irish whip of Draven into the corner.
Look alive, ref. And, you mentioned that. I think it goes to what we were talking about. They've had some really great teamwork so far tonight. They seem to understand each other and not expect too much, but they know what's needed of a team. And we're seeing some really efficient tag wrestling tonight. Although, as I say that, I'm realizing SWA probably could do with tagging out.
It's been a while since we've seen Goldenberg in the match as Draven rolls away from that stomp. Oh, going for the clothesline. Nice counter from Draven. Gets out of the way and drapes SWA over that middle rope. And diving for the tag, Goldenberg is now back in the match and coming in with a clothesline and a big boot.
He is a house of fire right now, but looks like Draven looking to get something going the other way here. Catches the boot and going out to hang out with SWA on the outside.
Just sends him out in a pile on the outside. And an interesting strategy from Goldenberg, kind of giving Draven a chance to collect himself here.
Yeah, I think maybe hoping to leverage the psychological aspects of this match and throws him into the barricade there. Now taunting him a little bit as he beats him up on the outside, using that environment well, Benjamin Goldenberg.
These two going at it over by the steel steps as the Crow sends Goldenberg for a ride and might have done some damage to the left knee there.
And a dragon screw leg takedown by Goldenberg, who now delivers a couple of rights. And, they're lucky this is a tag team match because otherwise they probably would have been counted out a long time ago. Of course, we have no countouts in our tag bouts.
Yeah, a nice DDT from the Crow. Looking for a discus punch there, but caught by Goldenberg. And Goldenberg is laying in the right hand on the outside.
Kick to the gut.
Draven gets one returned to him. And Goldenberg slams him down on the concrete out there.
Big suplex outside, and not a lot to protect you from the cold, hard floor out here. Now we're going back in the ring, it looks like. Goldenberg has had enough.
All the way back inside. This one's back in the ring. course, no countouts, but a finish has to happen inside the ring. And now Goldenberg looking for a power bomb.
Nice big power bomb there by Goldenberg as he gets up. That jackknife right on the back where he just recently put down Draven on the outside. And he's certainly feeling the pain as SWA sneaks in an extra strike there. And Draven just starting to look a little out of class here, I think.
When Mercer grabs a hold of Goldenberg. Oh, ducks underneath the black leather mass.
Yeah, maybe so, but he may not be out of the woods
to his
yet.
Feet and catches it the second time.
Yeah, that's number
all
3.
Of it there. Draven putting on
Mercer.
a clinic and hitting it, and SWA and Goldenberg are putting on a clinic of saving each other's asses. Again, the pin
Mercer
disrupted.
so close on that one. He knew what he needed to do. He got out there in time and just couldn't get in the way. That's got to be frustrating for both members of Deadfire at this point. You know what? Goldenberg taking Draven on a ride.
Eric
Dropped
Draven
him
now a resident
quite
of
hard.
Suplex City, and Goldenberg looking back in control of this match. Now he's going to go tag in SWA, and now Draven's been out there a long time. Goldenberg might have caught a little bit of that shot from SWA there.
Dropped to one knee. I think he was tired as well.
But a spear from the Crow.
Out of nowhere, the spear takes SWA down. The new, fresh SWA coming in with a lot of energy and got the wind knocked out of his sails pretty quick there.
Taking Draven up, nice sidewalk slam. A lot of impact on the lower back of Eric Draven here tonight, but still in it. Walking SWA over to the ropes. Doesn't work out for him. And a bulldog from SWA.
Nice running bulldog there, and now looking to crank down on that neck a bit with some alligator rolls. Some technical mat wrestling here.
Now SWA's had enough, and Goldenberg's back in. These two are effectively utilizing the tag option of a tag team match here, but Goldenberg not effectively using his time. Draven's crawling towards his corner, and he's going to make a tag while Goldenberg wastes time up on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, you know, Goldenberg, I think, losing sight of things there for a moment, but again, a standing Spanish fly by Diego Mercer, who immediately goes up to the top, dodges a punch from SWA, although...
Oh, SWA gets a hold of him, though, and tosses him in, although he did land on Goldenberg.
Yeah, that was not so efficient teamwork there. Great idea to throw your opponent off the turnbuckle, but you don't want to throw him onto your opponent. That kind of does defeat the purpose.
Oh, and there's that pop-up drop kick from Diego Mercer. And yet
Mercer really feeling it
Goldenberg
here.
quickly fighting back to his feet. Oh,
Looking
no.
for the tombstone.
Hits all of it on the Phoenix.
That was real quick, too. He's ready to get out of here.
Going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3 as SWA interrupts, taking down the Crow. Goldenberg and SWA take down Deadfire.
And some great work from what seems to be maybe a new team on the scene to contend for those tag titles.
And a win in their debut for Goldenberg and SWA. SWA now with tag team wins with 2 different pairings.
Are your winners, the Samoan and Benjamin Goldman.
I gotta say, these two seem like they're very happy with themselves, and I don't know why you wouldn't be. You mentioned SWA's got a win with 2 tag partners, but they seem to really click click as a team in a way that I think maybe indicates they're the team going forward.
Yeah, would not be surprised to see more of those two. A great debut for them and taking down an established team. Deadfire drops to 4-6 in their 10th match. Big win for SWA and Benjamin Goldenberg. Next up, though, we have our second to last match of the night. Noah Quinn taking on Painwrecker in singles action. Noah Quinn actually handed Painwrecker one of Painwrecker's only 3 losses. Long time ago, if you can remember, all the way back in the early stages of season 1. It's been a long time. It's one of Painwrecker's few losses. It was back on episode 6. And after that loss, Painwrecker went on a run. Really had a shot at the title. He ended up dropping the Golden Trial final to Eric Draven. But had won about 8 matches in a row at that point. And now looking to avenge one of those early losses here against Noah Quinn. But the tag champ looking to show that they're not just tag competitors. Accompanied with his brother here tonight.
Yeah, these two, you know, obviously mostly competed in tag action in their entire SWA careers, but I think we have seen maybe at least one match with each of the Quins as singles competitors. Jamie Quinn went up against Eric Draven a few weeks ago, and Draven won that match. Here, Noah Quinn doing the same thing, going up against a singles competitor with a real strong pedigree. I think you wonder if maybe some singles, like risking a singles loss, does that hurt your momentum in the tag division, or do you think it translates at all?
I think until they're defeated in a tag match, 7-0, I think their quality of performance is really second to none so far. And it's just a different ball game. They're a finely tuned machine when it comes to tag team wrestling. It's a different element, and we'll see, what Noah's got in the tank for singles action. It's been a while since we've seen him in a singles match, although he's done pretty well when he has appeared. In fact, a lot of the Quins have. I think most of them are above 500, in fact, except perhaps for Corey Quinn, who we saw get a big win tonight against the Lion King.
Indeed, yeah. These Quins, they're everywhere. And they all keep winning, except for, I guess, Matthew has not had a great singles career, but
Hey, Matthew Quinn got a win a few weeks ago against Eddie.
Oh, that's
Vortex.
true, he did.
Sits at 2-1, in fact, in singles action. Not a lot of appearances from Matthew Quinn, the distant fourth brother, I'd say, of the Quins. But yeah, he hasn't had the worst of the luck so far.
And right off the bat, Painwrecker going to work, but not surprising, really. Noah Quinn trying to get technical. I think he's that sort of guy, but yeah, Painwrecker just looking to fight, it seems.
Yeah, solid uppercut from there and a big backhanded chop, and Quinn returns the favor. We know the Quins will take a count out. That's how they secured the tag team titles. See if Noah Quinn's fine with that in a singles opportunity here, but of course this one's back inside already.
Painwrecker continuing the onslaught here. You know, Noah Quinn showing us a little bit of what I talked about in a previous match with Corey Quinn and Bogart as Painwrecker hits a Falcon Arrow. We're seeing Noah kind of respond, kind of return fire. He'll hit a few strikes of his own, a few offensive moves, but Painwrecker here really dictating the pace, controlling the match, and that could be bad news for Noah Quinn. Tossed into the ropes.
Now Painwrecker looking for a cover. Gets a 1 count only. Noah Quinn rather resilient. He's back to his feet already.
Whiffs on that drop kick. And Noah Quinn looking to get something going here. Continues with the elbow strikes, but Painwrecker back on top. Going up to Brett's rope for a tornado DDT, and Quinn is busted open.
That impact was solid on the top of the head, and sure enough, blood coming down from Noah Quinn already in this match. What a DDT.
And whiffs on another drop kick as Painwrecker just kicks him, just punts him. Painwrecker looking confident here.
Floats
Nice
over
float over.
another DDT.
Just opening that wound up wider and wider. That's smart work by Painwrecker.
Focusing on the head, and Painwrecker goes 1, 2, 3. The DDT combination puts away Noah Quinn. Painwrecker avenges that early loss.
It does indeed, and in a definitive fashion. Painwrecker real happy with his work there. A fantastic match, great win for him, and I think, you know, even though he did not end up winning the Golden Trial, I think we know we can expect great things from Painwrecker going forward as he continues this streak.
Improves to 11-3 here. You know, he's won 9 of his last 10, discounting his loss to Eric Draven. And yeah, he's been on quite the run since at 3rd in the power rankings. 3rd only to champion Tomio Yamaguchi, and the man coming up in the next match, Triple G, gorgeous Garrison Gray taking on DDT, the matchup of the acronyms here tonight. It's Thomas and Gray in our main event. For DDT, he's 9-5, sits 7th in the power rankings. We saw him in the main event a couple of weeks ago take down Nathan Bogard with his 9th submission victory in singles action. If you're doing the math at home, that's a 100% win rate via submission. That is who he is. That is what he does. And last week, we saw him and teammate Tomio Yamaguchi dispel of the Beast in the Boulder. It's been mostly all upwards momentum for DDT. He came up a little bit short in the Golden Trial tournament, but had a good showing. And one of the few undefeated teams, though, with only a couple matches under their belt in the tag division. DDT is one of our best competitors in singles and tag team action. And he's looking to make a statement win here tonight against Triple G and get his 10th victory.
Yeah, a real technician, like you said. He's a real artist is usually what I call him. He's the submission artist, and his canvas is all your limbs. And it's incredible the stuff he can do to make you hurt in all kinds of ways, and he's very efficient about it. You know, as we mention often, he for a while had the record for fastest victory in the SWA. Just put somebody in a real bendy situation and it was game over. And he can do that at any time. So I think, you know, people have learned they can't underestimate him. But speaking of people, you don't want to underestimate. As he
Yeah.
very slowly walks out to the ring in a dirge.
Gorgeous Garrison Gray, grieving Garrison Gray, perhaps, as some have been calling him lately. This man got a title opportunity against Domingo Cervantes, and it did not go well for him. And, you know, that may have been, if not the best thing for Triple G's mental state, might have been the best thing for his SWA career. He is undefeated since that moment, including taking down Domingo a couple of weeks back. Perhaps with some help from Domingo's teammate, former teammate perhaps, El Puma. Triple G, the winningest SWA superstar, 12-3. He's got 2 more wins than anyone else coming in tonight. Currently 1 more win than Painwrecker after Painwrecker's win last match. Could pick up his 13th here tonight if he takes down DDT. And you know he's going to be looking to do so. He's been on quite the run since that title opportunity was squandered. And we'll see if he can take down the champ's teammate here tonight in Daniel Drake Thomas.
Yeah, you know, he something changed in him after losing that match against Cervantes, but whatever it was has given him the winning edge. I think all sort of pretense and pompousness, I don't know, presentation have fallen away, and he's just here to cause hurt and pain, and he's very good at it. So this is a really high stakes matchup. You know, 2 guys who were right there in the conversation for challenging for that title, that SWA title that currently held by Tomio Yamaguchi. But I think both these guys know kind of what's at stake here. So this one will be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, Triple G has been all business lately and has really just, you know, put away the opposition in near record time in some of these matches. It was really a surprisingly quick victory against Domingo Cervantes. Of course, El Puma was accompanying him. And those two, for what it's worth, have set up, sounds like they've challenged each other to a mask versus mask match. So we'll maybe seeing that in the near future. Really downfall for Fuerza Mayor. That team imploded. And Triple G didn't help matters a few weeks back when he took down Cervantes.
Sure, and I think he's willing to take any advantage he can get. So when, you know, your opponent's tag team partner calls you up, and a nice sunset flip powerbomb off Brett's rope. I think Triple G is going to take that advantage every time, take the help. And if nothing else, it's mind games.
Little float over DDT against DDT from Triple G. Try to keep up at home.
Say that 5 times fast.
Saw the DDT be effective for Painwrecker last match. That one didn't bust Thomas open like it did Noah Quinn, but still an effective means of employing some damage. But the right arm being stretched out here from Thomas.
Really pulling on that shoulder area. Maybe pull out a socket a bit, pinch some nerves. That's not a fun experience. And he's prepping him up for that armbar.
That record submission that Thomas had was, in fact, an armbar. It was on Gonzo McLovin all the way back in our inaugural tournament. DDT came out the gates hot, getting an impressively fast victory in his first ever match. And, you know, he's really been one of the best competitors in the business since then as he spears Gray to the outside.
And I think he hit the railing there on the way down. Oh, man, that hurts a lot.
Counter into a big right there, but the Fed catches that kick attempt and now wrenching on the ankle, the left ankle of Triple G.
Yeah, he's got that leg held in a leg scissors and just twisting the ankle. Maybe getting some torque on the knee as well, really hurting that leg. It's going to be harder for him to stand now. It's Drake
Thomas into the steel steps. The ref said a 7 count here. And the Fed's going to run back inside. He's got the awareness. Heard the count. Gets back inside. Triple G follows suit, and we're back inside the squared circle here.
Oh, and a basement dropkick sends him over the top.
Focusing on the lower body, maybe setting up that ankle lock. is
Maybe
DDT.
so.
Rolls over, but Gray gets the foot on the rope there, gets out of that hold.
Yeah, spared him maybe because that's pretty dangerous.
Thomas now going for a pin. Gets a 1 count. We've yet to see Thomas ever get a pinfall victory in the SWA. Would be a surprise if he did so against Triple G. I'd be expecting a win from him to come via submission.
And a nice German suplex there over the top, and Gray feeling himself now. That was a textbook execution.
Goes for
Going
another
for
and a nice counter by DDT.
Yeah, hooks the leg there and stops the belly to belly and hits a little flatliner. So now looks like maybe going back to the arm. This is a good strategy from DDT. This is what we're used to seeing here as he meticulously targets body limbs and body parts and really sets you up so he can finish you off with that arm bar, with that ankle lock like we've seen. Again, working the arms here. DDT's causing a lot of pain.
And setting Triple G up to not be prepared for either way. He's spent some time on the arms and the legs here tonight. And DDT with a power bomb right into a cover. Triple G kicks out, but it's right into a Boston Crab.
Oh, and a deep Boston Crab. Look how high up on the legs he is. Really, really wrenching on that back.
Oh, and Triple G is able to get out of it, but you can see the toll it took on him. DDT is wearing down every inch of Triple G here tonight.
Yeah, Gray is not going to be feeling too good right now. It's going to be hard for him to stand. That leg has wear and tear. That lower back has wear and tear. That adds up to a very uncomfortable existence.
Now sending Thomas's head off the turnbuckle.
Face first onto the mat, but DDT right back up looking for something, and Gray got him in the fireman's carry.
Going for the cover as Gray put him away. 1, 2, and 3. Gorgeous Garrison Gray. Out of nowhere, puts away the Fed.
An incredible bounce back by Triple G. He looked for sure to be quite done. He had taken a beating. He was softened up in every possible way by DDT, but finds a way to win with that little fireman's carry cutter situation. And DDT paying respects. He's a consummate professional, and he knows what he's seen. Great performance. That's credit to him.
More surprising, perhaps, that Triple G took the hand and accepted the handshake. But a big win for Garrison Gray. It's his 13th in the SWA, most in the company. A 2-win lead over Painwrecker. And a loss for Thomas there. He drops to 9-6. Still probably within our top 10 power rankings wise. But that concludes episode 22. It's our last match, last show before our pay-per-view. Next week, countdown. We're going to have the tag team titles on the line against the open challengers. Yet to be announced who that is. We're going to have a Path to Glory match. We've locked down a handful of our competitors. We know that we'll see Flying Brian Strong, Lazar Malvo, Starman, Corey Quinn, and perhaps some others. It's been rumored that there's some at-large picks there. And, we're going to have the chamber match that we saw last year and more. Stay tuned for more information on that. Thank you for coming out this week. Look forward to seeing you next week for the pay-per-view. And have a good one.